Welcome back, spooky friends, to another exciting episode of Sir Henry's Haunted Podcast. Yes, it has been 2 months since we did a podcast. Yes, that is our fault. Yes, we are deeply, deeply sorry. But alas, we have been busy. There has been many things going on. We are in the month of December, the last month of the year. So we got a lot to get to today. It's probably going to be a lengthy episode, but that's okay. People have been waiting for this, and we are finally delivering. I am your host, Zach, and to my right, we have...
Oh, Calvin. Hey.
He's got the black earrings on today. Very cute, very chic, very demure. Last we left off, it was early October. We had avoided a hurricane called Helene, but at the time of filming, we did not know that there was another hurricane coming, and that was called Milton. Mr. Milton. Mr. Milton came through as a powerful Category 3 hurricane right across the state. Sounded very similar to that. And we got some special guests in studio today. We'll get to them in a moment. But we had Milton come through, very powerful storm, probably the most destructive hurricane we've experienced to date at Sir Henry's Haunted Trail. It came through on a Wednesday. Thursday, we were able to get out, assess the damages. There were some. There was a couple. There was a scene in the hayride that had some structural damage. Some facades were down, and then there was like a set piece, a part of a set piece here and there. Lots of fences. No trees were down miraculously, and we did have a lot of
big old
branches down. But anyway, that was Thursday morning. We got out, assessed the damages, and pretty much by Saturday afternoon, we were ready to open. And that's a huge testament to all of our entire crew and staff that came out here, pitched in, helped out. Our 2 studio guests did a lot to help out with that, so appreciate them for that. And we had power back Friday afternoon. Shout out to the linemen and everything for getting that back on. Does help that we're actually on the same grid as the hospital, so that has its perks. But yeah, so we were able to open Saturday. That was the 13th. No, sorry, the 12th. Saturday the 12th, we opened back up, and we're able to finish out our season with no other hurricanes and great weather. But because we had this hurricane in basically the middle of October, it did kind of
threw a wrench in everything.
Put a damper, figuratively, on the season itself. Just made it different, to kind of have to do so much physical rebuilding. Calvin forgot to take his Adderall today, so he's going to be all over the place.
I don't remember how I did it.
And because it's been so long, we're probably going to screw up royally. So we've got all our ones out for our shout out swear jar. But anyway, we were able to open. It was a great season. October, we had a lot of fun. It was different, I think for a variety of reasons with the weather and other economic uncertainties, if you will.
That's a good way to put it.
It was kind of it was just it's an election year, and historically in election years, not being political at all, but it's customers spend their money differently, and especially in entertainment, I think that is a reflection. You see it reflected most in an election year, and one could argue that that was as evident across some of the theme park experiences too.
Yeah.
Maybe
You don't see like the huge outcry of previous years of like how long the lines were and everything like that.
Well, not just that, but like the not diminishing the production value, but the
everything was scaled back.
Everything's scaled back.
Yeah.
Man, there's a reason for that. Because it's part of the economic machine. But besides all that, we did finish out strong. We had some pretty amazing accolades that we as a group, as a unit, accomplished. The top one being we were voted number 5 in the nation. That is the United States of America. It's number 5 haunted house in the country by USA Today. That's a major media publication. That's a huge deal. That is us. So thank you guys for all of those who out there who voted for us. We were also voted number 3 in the nation on Scurry Face for haunted attractions in the country. So that's another big deal. So yeah, we're really proud of that. Really proud of what our team pulled together this year. I think it was a really cohesive event. We had the Ripper, Pyram's Wrath. Is there a joke in there I missed somewhere?
That already feels like forever ago.
Yeah, it does. Agua de Muerte, our haunted hayride season 2. It was an intense lineup. Each trail, each attraction had its own unique thing. What was your favorite part of that event, Calvin?
It ending.
Yes.
Yeah, it being over.
Let's throw it over to our studio guest. In studio today, we have on the left Keegan Smith, our head makeup artist as well as scenic dabbler. And then on our right, we have one of our managers, Summer Smith.
Wow.
Summer Smith. Sorry.
Summer Smith.
Try that again. We have Summer Smith, so one of our
You said
outstanding.
it the same way again. Summer Smith.
It's this microphone.
It's the new Walmart
Zach Boy.
socks.
Yeah.
For the Walmart socks.
Anyway,
Got from Walmart.
Summer Smith.
There you go.
Everybody,
Great job.
I'm
Great
sure
job.
that'll sound great on the track.
Probably.
Yes.
You gotta mix it up. What was your favorite part of the October event?
Who are y'all? Explain.
I
who
just
you are.
explained who he is. I said she's an
Let them
Summer.
explain who they are.
Go ahead.
Let them explain. Go ahead.
You go
ahead, buddy.
first.
I'm Keegan's mom.
I was gonna say
More than
that
that.
until I was rudely interrupted.
Go ahead, Zach. Who
No,
are
what
we?
do you do?
Oh, what do I do here?
Yes.
So I'm the operations manager, as Zach said, but I've been out here 9 years?
9. No.
8 years. 8 years.
Maybe 7 or 8.
This
somewhere
is
in
our
that
2025 will be our 9th season.
8.
range.
Eighth season. Whatever. Can we cut all that out?
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24,
Thank you.
25
They
will
came
be
out
9.
a year after me.
They were here in 17
the
for a
same
couple
year.
nights. For a couple
For a
nights. It wasn't the
couple
full
of nights.
season.
Okay.
Yeah, so not
Yeah.
the whole season. Anyway, regardless.
So big deal.
Yeah. You want my
What do you
whole
do?
thing now?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that in a second.
Yeah.
Let me direct the show.
Just make sure. Our people get the time they deserve.
We'll get it. Don't worry.
What was your favorite part, Keegan, of the October event?
Ooh. That's a hard one. I don't know. I think every night was the best because I think I liked media night the best because I fell. It was very entertaining for everyone else.
There was,
I'm
a lot,
sure
all of
there
you
was a
guys
lot
saw
of memes
that.
made from that.
On our last podcast, we had a friend of yours, Stefan the Goblin.
Yes,
And
Stefan the
You two are
Goblin's a-
very close from what
Very
I
close
understand.
friends.
What was it? Stefan the Goblin.
Yeah, he has his own theme song. Go to Spotify. Look that up.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
it is.
It is.
Hey, link in the description below if you're on YouTube.
All right. Someone one of us there.
Send
Remember
that
to
over.
the link.
So, he's gonna blow up now.
Yeah, Stefan's coming back. Making a
I have one
comeback.
too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Sir Henry
You
does
find
one.
the entire Sir Henry's mixtape on this channel, so check that out.
Dork.
So every night, specifically media night. Yeah, that's cool. Summer, what about you?
Mine's the hayride, of course.
Your favorite.
That's my
Any
favorite.
particular aspect of the hayride?
I don't know. I like the barn. That's my favorite spot.
Ooh,
doggy. Oh, doggy.
Yeah,
Watch out for the pig.
Miss Piggy.
the barn's fun. It's always a fan
great.
favorite.
Trick or Treat Village
Yeah.
was great. The town.
Oh no.
We got some plans
right. I
for
love that
for some of that stuff too for next season. But yeah, it was a time. We made it through. And we I think one of the biggest takeaways from guest and media night was that it was recognized and it came through in the experience of all the content we put into the trails.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, because that's what we were going for. This is the
Talking
main goal.
specifically about the set design and theming of Agua de Muerte.
Rest in
You know,
peace.
some of the why is it rest in peace?
No,
We only say rest in peace if we're demolishing them. We're sure as hell
Not
not demolishing
demolishing.
that.
we didn't at least.
Milton tried,
And
but
He he's got a strong right hook. He came back, knocked it down.
He just like smacked it in the back of the head.
Yeah.
As he went
Yeah.
by.
Yes, exactly.
And then, Pyram's Wrath was a fan favorite. Pyram's Wrath actually won Trail.
Yeah.
So within the Serenity actors and staff community, we have a battle for Trail of the Year. The Hayride is not included in this.
We would win every year.
Of course.
Not quite. They would have definitely came in dead last this year.
Nope.
If I was in charge of voting, but I'm not. Actually, I am.
too bad the customers.
If not you.
It's not.
crazy.
It was. Hey, we'd have been fan favorite though.
No, it's the reason is it's different. You can't. It's apples and oranges. You can't
Yes.
compare the Hayride to a trail.
Nah.
Because you don't even like approach it the same way with scare actors and that stuff. So, but anyway, we internal competition and amongst the three trails, Pyram's Wrath won, and I don't know. There must just be something about the mansion and the setup for the scares because it's won quite a bit.
Yes.
And that was usually the ghost trail, so it was
Well,
Wild
22,
and Creature trail this year.
I believe was Final Cut one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who managed that? I know my
Jen.
managers. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then last year, Tales of the Dead one, Clay. And then this year, Pyram's Wrath one,
Taylor.
Taylor. So it's 3 years in a row that trail, physical trail, has won. That's
Dang,
kind of
yeah.
crazy.
You're right.
That's kind of
And
crazy.
then,
I think someone's got a favorite
And
facade.
that
Yeah.
because 20 was Captain Fury and then 19 was.
no,
Marine of the
21 was Captain's Fury. 20 was Candy Tree, Night Marrow, or sorry, 20 was Candy Tree, Marionette of the Dead, and
Dead. Marine of the Dead was 19.
no, that was 20.
Was it?
Yes, 20 and Slaughter, Midnight Slaughter. Yeah, it was 20. I can tell you that. It's fact check. Anybody
got it.
fact check me right now? 19, we had two trails. Okay, that was Reaper's Haunting and not the Carving, the Scarecrow one, the Harvester.
Harvester.
Yeah, 18. We're just going through the whole history here.
Nightmare
18 was
kind of
Pyram
my favorite.
Yeah, 18 was Pyram.
and Silent Walls.
19 was.
The Harvester and Reaper's Haunting.
Yeah, so. it
Yeah,
was
so I'm right. So yeah, so
he's right.
since 2020, when we started, the 4 out of 5 years that
Wow.
trail has won. That's crazy. And
We're just
Trail
now
One,
figuring this out, too.
Trail One, the far left trail has never won, which is crazy to think about because you've had some incredibly strong trails like Night
Yeah.
Marrow,
Harvester,
Head-
Carving.
Headless.
That one had a great
no,
manager, by the way.
that was before. Headless, Moonlight Massacre, which was a lot of people's fan favorites. And then this year, whatever it was, the Ripper was very
And it's
close.
like our flagship.
That's
model.
crazy that it's never won. Just goes to show you horror is cheap.
Whatever that's.
Take that as you will.
Yeah, what's that supposed to mean?
A lot. It's been a lot. But no, so just some some graphical stats for you guys about that. But anyway, we came, we conquered, we saw October, and now it is December. We are a couple days away from opening. And by the time you watch this episode, we will be open for Haunted Christmas. This is our 4th annual Sir Henry's Haunted Christmas event. Has become a fan favorite. I love it. It's one of my favorite
4
events.
years already.
And here we are. We've got 2 trails, and brand new for this season, this Christmas season, 2024. Excuse me. We are adding to our Haunted Christmas event the Haunted Hayride, which is a haunted sleigh ride.
Dun, dun, dun.
Pretty big
Confetti.
deal.
Yes.
Haven't seen any. I've never seen a haunted sleigh ride before at any attraction. Maybe
No.
up until this point this year. So we got 2 trails: Silent Knives. I believe you came up with that name.
Sliant.
Sliant.
Knives.
Sliant Knives.
Sliant knives.
Inside jokes. Sorry.
You got to be in the know to know, you know.
So that trail, Silent Knives, is all about a group of carolers that go door to door killing people, set in kind of a London Ebenezer Scrooge setting. Ebenezer.
Every time I can't. His lines. We just did rehearsals, and we have a Scrooge character.
Oh yes.
He had the funniest lines. in the
So-
world. Every time we went through,
This is a legal shout out. I get one legal shout out. We have an actor. His name's Christian. He has actually been attending the event since our inception in 2014. And a couple years ago, he came out with his daughter. I think this was Headless, or there. Yeah, it was Headless. And started acting with us. And we love having Christian here. Christian is actually a college, university professor, I should say, by day. Anthropology.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
No. Yes.
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 So, Christian is a
Guy's a doctor. Got his PhD.
yes, he's a doctor. So he's extremely well educated and knows all this stuff and is culturally significant, all this good stuff. Anyway, he's an incredible actor, incredible
Great
actor.
actor.
And we've cast him as our Scrooge-like character in this trail. And you go through a scene, and there's this interaction with him and Bob Cratchit. Like character, and it's just hilarious. The lines are different every time we came through. In fact, it's probably the funniest stuff I've ever heard at
I
any
was
rehearsal.
visited by 3 ghosts last night.
No, you
And
can't.
I
You can't tell
visited
them. They
your
got to come out
mother.
to see it.
It's never going to be
It's never the
two
same.
lines.
It's
Never the same.
and
They're great.
like
visited your mother.
the first time, the very first walkthrough, Calvin wasn't with me on this one. We went through, and then the Scrooge character Christian throws a book like right in front of my face at Bob Cratchit. Where's my money, Bob? And then as we're leaving, guess what I'm thinking about? Money, 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 money. I mean, you can't teach this stuff. This is just sheer
It's so
brilliance.
Bah humbug.
So there's a lot of cool stuff happening in that trail. It is kind of similar to the theming and feeling of the Ripper, where it's dark, city streets, murderous serial killers, but during Christmas time. And Scrooge and Ghosts of Christmas Past. So that's pretty cool. We got a lot of that going on, that trail. And then you jump over to Trail 2, the Mansion Trail. This is Krampus Returns. We haven't done a Krampus specific trail since 2022, so a couple seasons, and we are bringing Krampus back, but not as you saw it the last time. We, and I'll let Keegan talk about this, are featuring this Krampus heavy trail with many other Krampus minions in the world of Krampus.
Yeah.
And we're expanding the world of Krampus, and pretty much our main Krampi, if that's a thing. We actually have a male and female Krampus, really cool, and they are full face prosthetics, makeup heavy. They're not masked. And Keegan, you had a significant part in designing all this and creating this. Tell us about the creative process and what that meant.
Scary. So whenever we wanted them, what about this is awkward. We didn't want them to like have a mask because they really can't talk and move in a mask. So he brought the idea of doing a full face prosthetic, and I was like, scary. Alex Sweats, which is the guy, can't say shout out. The guy, he sweats and he's playing the Krampus.
Alex
Sweats
catching strays right
a
now.
lot. Hey, good for him. He's working. He's great. But doing a full face prosthetic on him, I was like, is it going to stay on? Is he going to sweat it off? It stayed on all night. Looked great. And the photos of it, from what I've seen, have came out
Phenomenal.
very well. Surprising.
Yeah, he looks pretty sick.
Looks pretty good.
It's one of the two very big compliments. It's one of my favorite iterations of Krampus we've ever done.
Yeah.
And then two, I think this is probably your best makeup work ever.
I liked it more.
So I haven't told him this is live on camera, first time in studio, compliment
Yeah, no.
given. So.
Big
Prosthetic
compliment.
does the heavy lifting.
Yeah, it really does.
Well, to be
but I had
fair,
to paint it.
like,
And just send him out with it, a yellow
but
prosthetic on.
and you were kind of freaking out because the paint
I
wasn't
was.
taken, but I thought it looked
It was
beautiful.
The
And
prosthetic
if it
was
looked like,
not taking the color at
if
all.
it looked like crap, I would tell you. But Alex has that face.
He does.
Where he's he has sharp lines.
Kind of just throw it at him and he'll look
Yeah,
good.
and it'll look good on it.
He has a face that you need to see for acting because there's so much of his acting that comes through with his
Yeah.
face. And if you cover it up with a full face mask or even a silicone mask, it's just you lose so much of it.
Yeah.
And I think there's haunted houses. Nothing. I'm not calling out anything specific, but I think it's easy, and I would say at times we can be guilty of this too. That you get in this craze, trend, fad thing. We okay here? Do we need a little oxygen break?
This
both need to
guy
go take a
coughed way louder. I'm dry coughed over here and I'm getting called out.
Okay. Anyway, where hey, let's just throw a silicone mask. Let's get a silicone mask. But the prosthetics just have this like intimate, cool design.
I was getting intimate with
Yeah,
prosthetics.
The
get
realness.
intimate with the prosthetic.
There's an organic nature to it that you, in a realism aspect, that you can't get with the
Yeah.
best silicone mask.
And the actors can be more emotional with the prosthetic.
Like,
they can emote more. They can.
When you see Alex in person, him,
Get this out.
yes.
Nope, I'm good.
It's been real dry, real dusty out here.
Yeah.
Excuses.
And then Rachel,
And cold.
our female
So, yeah,
Krampus,
so yeah.
hers, instead of a full face prosthetic, she has a bottom half. I wouldn't call it a mask, but it's two pieces that I put on to where she can still talk.
That was a
because
prosthetic?
It's so good.
I didn't know
it's- And so I had to match it to the top part of her face, and it turned out pretty well. I was worried about that one
I was
too,
very impressed with it.
but pretty,
But
pretty cool.
what I was gonna say is when you see them in the trail and acting and so you have a sense of fear, and the sense of the emotion of fear. Like, ooh, that's a different kind. Can I shut up? I'm
Yes,
getting artsy
I
on
get
you.
it.
I think there is a level of intensity and scariness that you get with that you're not gonna get.
Usually
saying
you can
with
say,
the
"Oh, that's
prosthetic.
just a mask,"
Yeah,
and it's like,
with-
"Oh no, that's
yeah,
that guy's
with-
face."
Now, there's some things like, the captain character we do, or even Pyram, that's just quintessential character to that, where it's, the mask is that
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
But like stuff like this, like it takes it to a nightmare filled
Agree.
world of scary.
Yeah,
That was my idea.
agree on that.
So we got that Krampus Returns, and like I said, we're doing the Hayride Sleigh Ride this year, and this is kind of similar to Halloween, where it's all of our Christmas fan favorites combined into one sleigh ride. And we've got things like Frosty and Alabaster, Evil Snowman, Evil Jack Frost, Krampus, Scary Elves, Evil Santa Claus, Reindeer. We literally have every scary Christmas character on this hayride. And I think
You okay with it? You
Take an oxygen break. We need to cut for a minute.
Abysmal. No, I think this is the most fun I've ever had on the hayride.
It's pretty fun.
We have rehearsals.
Yes.
It's so much fun. I knew this was going to be a home run. It's just a blast.
Good job,
And,
Calvin.
We have new managers on this hayride, and the way their characters are interacting, and like with the wagon and the ride experience itself is really cool to see.
Yeah,
Um,
you feel involved in it. I feel like more
well, yeah.
Christmas
So,
than you did.
how would you say it compares or differs from Halloween summer, because you run and manage pretty much the whole hayride?
I think Keegan said it right. They're interacting with you more in this one. Like, I'm not gonna give anything away, but I don't know. You're just gonna have to see it. Or by the time this is shot, they will have seen it, right?
Some people. We still have one weekend left.
There you go.
December 13th through 15th.
I know. I like it. It's more interactive. I think that's the right wording for it.
Yeah. It's very interactive, very dynamic in the way the actors are interacting with the wagon compared to Halloween too.
Yeah.
And there's more energy because it's Christmas. We can have more
Yeah, and that's kind of, the gloves come off at Christmas. We can do whatever we want. It can be stupid, silly, funny.
It's also like cut close to double the amount of actors now as it did for Halloween.
I don't think so. Yeah,
I think
maybe.
so.
It's close.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. I like it.
So yeah, we're excited for that, and of course we have an escape room. Frosted Over, the ghost of Elvis Presley, will come visit you and sing Blue Suede Shoes. So watch out for him in the common area. No, it's actually Jack Frost.
Photo on the screen?
It's crazy how those
Put
two.
a photo on the screen.
There's a photo on the screen.
We should have a photo at this point. So here is a photo of Elvis Presley Frost.
It should be the picture of us.
I'll have a blue Christmas. So yeah, we actually, speaking of common area characters, we have a ton of common, probably too many.
I was gonna say some would say too many.
But
they all look so good.
Yeah, they're all great. They're all high energy. We've got a special big fireball surprise
Okay.
of a character
Really gonna
in the common area.
heat up the common
Jack
area.
Frost's evil nemesis will
That was bad.
be out there. So all kinds of fun, exciting stuff to see. Interaction with the characters, the escape room, laser tag. Laser tag is back for this event. We try to bring back laser tag for the all-season events such as Halloween and Christmas and Valentine's Day. And we'll have your food options, your snowballs, your hot chocolate, your spooky eats, your hot donuts.
Keel and Curly.
Killing Curly's coming back. At the time of filming, I don't think we had that locked in or set in. I'm not sure. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. Of the last podcast.
Oh, the last podcast. I was gonna say you
Oh.
were just looking at the post before we started filming.
No. So Killing Curly's back. They'll be serving their cider and wines on site. Again, you'll be able to purchase that for consumption at the event. So that is makes for an even merrier Christmas. And then, of course, we got all new Christmas swag in the swag shop.
Jewelry.
Socks.
The T-shirt. The T-shirt you purchased at Halloween. The front and back design of the 2024 shirt, as well as the T-shirt design for Christmas, was designed by our own Keegan Wayne Smith.
Whoa, the government name is out.
Keegan Wayne.
So special acknowledgments to him.
Good job.
Um,
Good job.
Really had to
Did
reach.
you say great job?
He almost
had-
said shout out.
I had to
He
reach
looked at
for
his
that one.
dollars. He was like,
I thought you were telling yourself.
I mean,
great
yeah.
job.
pat myself on the back there.
You can take that, own that. So,
Take this.
great job on that, Keegan. I think a lot of people loved it and talked about it.
I
And I'm excited
seen
for.
the Christmas one.
Oh, that's cool. It's
Oh,
it's
it's
cute.
so good.
It's
a
cute.
draft.
We'll pull up a picture right now on the screen right here.
I think I should hold it. I think I
It's
should.
a big design, so we
Keegan has
both
it over
have to
there,
hold
guys,
it.
Sorry.
Okay, great.
All right.
So yeah, we have all that going on and then some. So, what are you most excited for Christmas, Calvin? Is Alabaster coming back?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was gonna say. Is playing Alabaster. Because it's the dumbest thing in the world.
You can have like the phone number where you call it and it talks to you.
So the problem with that is, if you don't use the phone number, the North Pole takes the phone number back,
Oh.
which means I have to get a new one and then call the elves to create all these new cards again.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Got it.
We'll be on the look for Alabaster. Of course, Sir Henry will be there once again in all his Christmas glory.
He's having a midlife acting crisis.
So excited about having
His
Sir
bones are
Henry
shaking.
there. No, I'm gonna take breaks every now and then, and I'm gonna put on something very special.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
have,
you've been cooking on something?
no, yeah, I've been cooking on something pretty good. It's gonna be no.
Merry Christmas,
I can
everyone.
tell you have one, no idea what this is gonna be. Two, you're not prepared for this.
With you, there's
Any
never
way,
any
shape,
telling.
or form.
Can I be honest?
Yes.
I miss
Can I be
those
honest?
Christmas shows where the snow used to come off of the balcony
You're the
back
only
in the
one.
day. That was one of our
Yeah.
first times.
See all of our looks. Yeah, the only
That was the first time Keegan actually saw you in person.
Womp squared.
That's right. I remember that.
He dressed
I
up.
dressed up to come out here for the Happy Christmas.
We need to post that picture.
That's-
too. I'll
that's
even
a
hold
s-
that one.
That's a.
Of
Yeah,
you
that was like
two
a
standing
7.
next to
Yeah, it
each
was
other.
17 because that was the first year of the Jack Frost Ice Show. Oh
And
my
I
god!
had to play the Heat Miser for a night in 2017.
You did.
That was
And then the next year,
crazy.
That feels so
I
fuzzy
was South Pole Elf.
in
Yeah.
my memories. Wow.
You and Lil Clayton.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
and
gosh.
Cat. Yeah, golly. That
Ethan.
and
Everybody.
Todd was a minion too.
Todd was.
Oh
in
yeah,
it,
Todd
too.
was in it.
Wow.
But yeah, that was a part of our lives.
The
history
eyebrows.
of the Christmas trail,
I'm trying
and
to suppress.
we just logistically can't do that anymore for a variety of reasons.
yeah.
The biggest of which being I have 2 young kids and I value my time with my family, and it takes too much time to set this event up, and I'm not going to sacrifice my family time anymore. So,
Perfect.
Uptight.
That's why you joined them.
yes. So, and this is Sir Henry's Haunted Podcast. We're all about building the brand of Sir Henry because we all put in a lot of hard work year round, and we want to keep that brand growing. So, yeah, a lot of cool, fun stuff planned or upcoming, of course, after the new year. You know what holiday's next.
Valentine's. Day.
There's even rumors, stirrings
Uh-oh.
of a potential third season event.
Stand pot.
Anybody have any ideas what that may be? Wrong answers only.
What
Y'all
happened
go
to
ahead.
St. Patrick's Day.
That's what I'm hoping for, some leprechauns.
Leprechauns. You know, there's so much
That felt pointed.
Irish folklore that we could do with a St. Patrick's Day event that's not just leprechauns.
Do Martin Thatcher Trail. Real horror.
I'm a ginger, so.
This guy.
Do we need to get this out?
Anyway, wrong answers only.
Flag Day.
What is that?
Enough said.
That's my anniversary.
Your anniversary's on Flag Day?
An anniversary or an event just for Zach's anniversary.
No, an event for my birthday, halfway to Halloween.
Okay.
Halfway to Halloween.
Okay.
A lot of people do that. Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like a
cool.
Christmas in July.
Cool.
Yeah,
yes.
It's a
Pretty
thing.
much.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Your brother's
Um,
in July?
So,
Always on the video shoot.
so,
mate.
so yeah.
Happy birthday. It's Calvin, Sir Calvin
It's the middle
Hogan's
of
Haunted
the-
Trail on May 2nd. That's what we're doing.
Sir Hogan's Haunted Trail.
Sir Hogan's Haunted
Sir
Trail.
Hogan.
It's the same initials, so the acronym wouldn't change. So yeah, that's what we got coming up. We have. Let's be honest. It's December. We've have we already started cooking up ideas and themes for 2025 of October?
I think we had a conversation, you and I, the other day, in which you said, unless something dramatic happens, I am locked in for these themes for October.
That's crazy because that'd be 2 years in a row where I'm locked in all 3 themes on all 3 trails.
Dang.
And how would you describe those themes and like a generic theme word?
Grungy, which is
Interesting.
what we were saying. But it's all like, it's very unique for us.
How would you?
Which I'm
What would you
excited for.
use to describe this year's theme?
This year was dark.
I would
intense.
say dark too. I'd say dark, and I would say
they were like mentally dark, all 3.
they were mentally very dark.
Aggressive.
aggressive.
and aggressive.
This past
Aggressive.
October?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
The Ripper was heavy.
it was heavy.
We,
It was
when we were
so
walking
good.
through, it was almost more heavy without the actors. Walking through
absolutely.
during lighting nights.
Absolutely.
There was a track on the church
Bother
audio,
him. He's
An
seen a
audio.
therapist about it.
and I was like, Zach, I can't listen to this, dude. It was so bad. It was so bad. I had to shut it off when I was out there working. It was horrible.
But no, we got some fresh ideas cooked up for 2025. We'll see if they stick. I think they will. One in particular, I'm really just psyched down my mind for.
Let's get ready for
That's
that
a
Christmas character.
Yeah, I'm
reference.
sitting here thinking if I can make a low-key reference, but I don't think I can.
That was the reference.
I don't get it.
Comment
talk
below
about
if you
it.
know what that reference is from a movie. Anyway, so yeah, we got some exciting plans. Obviously, in 2025, we'll detail that more first of the year with all those podcast episodes. But Let's hear from the art gallery because we've kind of been talking about
The peanut gallery.
Peanut gallery.
on this show. It's an art gallery.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
So we know we've heard that 2017 was your first season. You came out here. Keegan was still in diapers when you came out here. He dressed up like Jack Frost. You know.
He's still in diapers.
Tell us.
He's got a diaper on right now.
That's crazy. So where did you? Obviously, you came out here. You both started acting. Tell us about those early days of acting out here together. I mean, at
Where'd
the
you
same
go,
time.
bro?
Oh gosh.
Where's
I don't
the
know.
rest of you?
I put a red dress on and was chasing people with a chainsaw. Remember that?
I forget
That was
about
that was
Oh,
a little
Is
bit
there a
in.
picture of me in that red dress standing next to someone.
No. No, we were in overalls, right?
When we started, we were in the
back in the
Old
church,
village.
2017.
we were in the church.
old village and then the church.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Golly.
And then, so in 18, that would have been Pyrum.
With some white face paint and some.
But that's
Black
when
on
you
her
went
face.
to the cornfield. That was the
Yes.
harvester.
That was
he
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
No.
Where was I at then?
Carving.
Carving, we were in the village.
Yes.
Interesting.
With
I was the
then
mom,
what
like-
in 17?
17 was a Curse of Hollow.
I'm saying where were they in
The
17?
church.
the church.
Oh, okay, and then okay.
Anyway,
The carving, you were not the carving. The harvester.
Harvester,
you were
I was in the
cornfield.
cornfield.
And I was in the village as the mom.
that's all right. So
Was that when we added those extra little shacks?
we added
to the
those in
left there?
2020.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
thought it
used
was
to be
way before that.
horrified whenever you would walk through. Worst thing ever. I always go run to her because
Why?
He
when
was.
Sir Henry would run through.
Why?
He was just always because he was 8.
8-year-old
Oh.
horrified of.
You
was
scared?
little.
Yeah,
Like
I couldn't look at you. It was
Well,
horrifying.
Could be. Me too, or
No, not you.
Oh, yeah.
You
nobody
were.
cares about you.
You weren't scary.
Harvester's not scary.
No, he was a
You were
little
still walking
guy.
around like a gorilla.
Yeah, you were just a kid too then.
You're strapping your
16-year-old
leg.
Calvin.
I was 17.
Yeah, you were my age.
Anyway, so you start out.
Whoa.
What?
That made me feel old. He said I was his age.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you were his age when he's. Oh my land. We
You
have
might
your
have been
first
younger
picture
than
A
me.
together.
lot has happened in 7 years, and it really feels like 17.
I'm too young to feel this damn old, but that made me feel old.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
So, what's also crazy is that I was your age when I started Sir
Yeah,
Henry's.
yeah.
That's another.
That's like
That's like
hearing-
a.
That's like those
Wow.
crazy statistics. It's like Princeton.
Crazy
The,
what?
the crazy what?
Statistics.
The
It's like
statistics.
Princeton is as old as the pyramids of Giza. Like those random facts like that.
Yes.
That's what that made me feel like.
I don't think that's quite.
That's not one,
a
but there is
statistic.
one like
But
That
You
is
get your-
crazy
you
though.
get your
At all
point.
the different. Yeah.
Close enough.
Interesting.
I hope the mic picked that up.
So, when did you?
Send it to me. Yeah.
That's going to be in a scene.
I'm.
The body in the finale. That's what I'm chasing.
See y'all next time.
That's it.
He's got to go.
He's out.
When I'm genuinely curious about the answer to this question, when did you start getting involved in makeup?
I don't even think I remember.
It was a couple of years before we
It
came
was whenever I first started like wanting to do makeup was whenever Sailor Boy and Captain's Fury. Whenever I had I had barnacles on my face, and then I had like my mouth was exposed over here, and that's when I was like, oh, I want to do this myself.
Barnacle boy.
Barnacle Boy.
here. Yeah.
So
Lighthouse
that would have been
Boy,
21.
actually.
So that's kind of really when you got plugged into the whole makeup team and everything.
Yeah,
Who was doing it back then?
Yeah, I was just
Ja-
wondering.
it was Jason.
It was Jason. That
It was
year, right?
Jason.
Yeah.
21. Okay. Yeah.
21.
Friend of the show, Jason Thomas.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes,
He's been on the episode.
Jason.
Check out the episode earlier this season with our friend Jason from Monster Work Entertainment. So yeah.
Santa
So
Claus.
you've had a pretty cool journey of growth on the
Yeah.
makeup team. to the stuff you're doing now, and you've got several others on the makeup team, and a pretty big team that helps you out with everything.
Oh yeah.
So Summer, what about you? You started acting, and then what?
I don't know. I fell in love with this place. The whole dynamic of this place is just amazing. But coming here as a mom, you know, making sure that my little 8-year-old was okay, and then he made a name for himself and didn't need me anymore. So I didn't have to scare act because I'm a big wuss. I don't like going through them. I will manage them all day, but don't put me in it to walk through it. But I like. And then I was a trail manager. I liked that a lot.
Night Mirror. I believe you won Trail Manager of the Year.
I did. Yep. As yeah, it was the black with the cape and the
Sidious.
Sidious.
Yes.
That,
Is one of my favorite characters.
that was crazy. Yeah,
And,
it was. Yep.
And now you're basically running the hayride.
Yep.
How do you like running the hayride?
I like it. I like the fact that I can keep something on pace that has been created for me to keep on pace. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not for the tractors and the trailers, like, this characters don't have something to entertain and do.
So like Summer does, I say the dispatch. She's the
Basically.
one that loads you up onto the trailers when you're loading up and sends the tractors. It keeps everything in time because we design all these tracks and everything like that so that the tractors stay apart from each other. But it all only comes down to how fast she can load and unload these tractors and send them on the right time. So that's what Summer does.
So, we spend all year building and creating these sets and stuff, Calvin, with the animatronics and whatnot. But each trail has a trail manager. Summer is essentially the trail manager of the hayride, making sure, all the actors are taken care of by their subsequential.
Wow.
Look at me go.
Vocab words today. Maybe this guy is graduating.
Wow.
Whoa.
So
Yes, he is.
That makes one of us.
Yep.
Up top.
these inside jokes, man. So Summer is essentially the trail manager of the hayride, making sure everything else gets done underneath that with the actors. The tech is running. Calvin comes back and adjusts things as needed, where it's needed. But she plays a pivotal part.
It takes a village.
Yeah,
to run.
it really
100%.
does take a village. You think about it, you have the tractors, the load on, the queue lines, the actors, the tech. The amount of tech that's in the hayride alone is probably as much as the other three
You're
trails
entirely
combined.
more.
I think
Much
that's why I
more.
like the hayride so much, because it's not like a trail. It's not like a Boo and Skidoo, however
Keeps you
you
on
say
your
It's
it.
a ride.
Like, it keeps you on your toes, and it gives these kids a different sense of acting
Totally
than
different
just
sense.
scaring. It's like every scene comes
It's
to
theatrical.
life. Yes.
And you saw that a lot in the
Yeah,
rehearsals.
it's
for,
so good.
Christmas.
All the actors, the 5 drivers, the 3 staff people that have to run the entire time.
The tech
That's
guys
a
that are
lot.
on call.
The tech. Yeah.
It's a lot.
Martin
So-
Carlos.
Yeah, and,
The diesel guys,
Yeah.
So it's a lot, but we're very grateful for Summer and everything she does. And I think one of the most important things she does is the hype
Yeah, exactly.
with the customers when they get off that ride and experience to
Yeah,
make
she's
sure
the
they had a
obnoxious
good
person
time.
That claps when the plane lands. Yeah.
Rude.
That's pretty much
No,
what she-
no, please. This is
No.
why.
Listen,
this
I
is
get-
why he doesn't manage the hayride.
I hype them so they show the appreciation. I don't even have to hype them up most of the time when they get off, because they're just that excited
they're clapping.
of what you created. So
She makes sure that they're excited
And I
that they
think
were on the
too,
hayride.
last year, 23, when we first started doing a hayride, I think the early customers early in the season were like, "Not sure how to feel after this because I've never done a hayride
Exactly.
before." And so we had to kind of push them, like, "No, that's what you're supposed to experience. That's what you're supposed to expect. That was great.
Yeah.
You had fun."
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, well, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
well, that's
I
like
think-
some of the actors
yeah.
too were like, "Well,
Yeah.
we're not getting scares," and I'm like, "But you are.
it's a
They're in
different-
awe
yeah.
when they get off
It's a
that
different
thing."
type of
It's like
scare.
a ride at a
Yes.
theme park.
Yeah.
It's very similar. Very
Yes.
similar. And how you
Yeah.
have to see and experience that. Because if you go into the hayride experiencing to be scared to death by in the same capacity of us this close,
yeah.
Exactly.
you're not going to, because that is not how a hayride is designed to do. It's a totally different ballgame.
You're not going to get a quick jump scare on the hayride.
I mean, there are some,
some,
but it's
but
different
it's
in
a
how we
different
have to
type of-
set that
yeah.
up.
Most of the time,
Yes.
it's not an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's a lot of moving parts.
I was sitting here thinking that the hayride is like the only attraction that requires like weekly maintenance too.
Yes.
So like, sometimes I'll have to fix something here and there on the trails, but like the hayride, it's like scrape the ground flat, and all the tractors and trailers make sure they're fine,
Gassed up, maintenance,
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
stuff, wagons, air on the tires.
It's crazy.
All
It's
the
it
things.
takes a village.
Yeah.
It's a and one could say that's it sets us apart from I think a lot of other attractions, even theme parks, by having a hayride.
Choosing to keep dealing with it.
And choosing to keep
Yeah.
dealing with it because one, it's you're not going to find it anywhere else in the area, and two, it's such a cultural Halloween phenomenon up north. There's a ton of them up north, and big ones and impressive ones. And for us to be able to do this on the scale that we do it and continue to keep it growing is a testament to our team and where we're going.
And you created it to where it will grow. Like it's not just gonna be the same route every time. It's gonna be we can grow it to make it different.
The same route, but
The seeds will
It's gonna be
change.
different. Yeah,
more
it's gonna look
dynamic
different
within the route
yeah,
each
well,
year,
Yes.
and the sets and the content.
Unless something drastic happens.
Another hurricane or two.
Yeah.
Might have a whole new path cleared. But yeah. Any fun facts you wish to dabble us with today, Calvin, and try to contribute something to this podcast?
Why? What am I doing? I've done nothing wrong today.
He's contributing a great hair day to this podcast.
Am I having a good hair day?
No,
Punch in.
not at all.
And Furious Ventura.
Seem better.
Yeah.
I think it's a Furious Ventura.
Furiosa.
Is every experience you've been a part of, I've been with you.
Yes, I've learned from the best. You,
Pyron,
Calvin.
the Harvester,
Gosh.
Debatable.
Nightmare. I was her supervisor.
Yeah.
Hayride. When she comes back, she starts running the hayride.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I tell him he gives himself crap all the time, and I'm like,
That's my
Y'all
fun
have
fact.
something
learned
very
from you.
special here.
Stepdad Calvin.
Very special.
Keegan, is that your dad? I'm just kidding.
No, they're not together. Everybody.
No.
Stepdad. No, they're not.
Stepdad.
But no. But that is an interesting. I didn't even think about that. But
Yeah, that's my fun fact.
I think y'all have a very complementary management style
Yeah.
of the strengths
Just
you
do what I
both
say. I'm
bring.
just kidding.
Yeah.
That is
Do that to
very
each other.
helpful.
Exactly.
With Calvin. But like, yeah, interesting.
That's the
We
fun fact.
also have had 10 fun facts within this whole episode itself.
Yeah.
Even for
that we're
me.
discovering.
The age one is the most
Yeah,
dramatic.
that's-
That was
yeah, that's-
crazy.
That's like the
Wild.
Spider-Man picture. They're all like,
Wow.
Yeah.
that's what that looks
Us
like.
three right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, alas. So to recap,
It's like 3 generations of haunt right now.
Wow.
to recap,
And the mom.
Mom, the wife, everything.
we have our haunted Christmas going on now. You can buy tickets online, SirHenry'sHauntedTrail.com. The event starts December 6th and runs through the 15th. Please go to our website for
We open
full
at 6:30.
dates. 6:30, close at 10:30.
We're
except
saving
on
daylight out
Sundays,
here.
except for 9:30s on Sundays. So buy your tickets, come out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. General admission gets you 2 trails and the hayride.
Yeah.
So that baseline ticket gets you on the hayride. Something cool we're doing for Christmas. So that's fun stuff. And of course we have a VIP option. And then we'll get turned around for the first of the year and that holiday that comes that everybody loves. And yeah, so come on out, see us.
And then Sir Hogan's haunted.
Yeah, Sir Hogan's Haunted Trail.
Sir
Hogan's
Hogan's
Haunted
Haunted
Soon.
Hoedown.
Hey.
you go.
I like that. Ended on that
Sir
one.
Hogan's.
All righty. So thank you for joining us at Time Spooky Friends. We will do our best just between hurricanes
Say bye to it.
and Halloween and schedules and traveling. And we didn't even get to talk about our trip that we went out of state to see some
yeah.
haunted houses. So we'll have to make another episode about that. Myself, Calvin, and another one of our scenic
Confidants.
masterminds.
Yeah.
We'll call him Mark.
Just call it mine.
We traveled out of state. We did a quick 24-hour trip. We saw Field of Screams again. What else we see? Oh, we saw Penhurst in a daytime tour.
Gnarly.
Special thanks to our friends up there who gave us that daytime tour. Penhurst, incredible haunted house. And then we saw Eastern State Penitentiary.
Eastern State. Penitentiary.
Yeah, so we'll dive into that in the next episode. But
Yeah, I get
thanks
that
for tuning in. Don't forget you can watch this on YouTube. You can also listen to this anywhere you choose to listen to your favorite podcast platforms. So until next time, stay spooky, friends.
Sayonara.
Peace
Bye,
out.
y'all.